Okay, I remember to get. Oh, I gotta mute myself. Damn it! Every time. So at least that meant sound is going out to the world.
That's right.
You know, enough said. We're there. Hey, everyone. Why does it seem? Seems like you're a little dark. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna. You know what?
Quick minute.
Hold on.
Pause the train. Wrong way. Load other way. No, it's out of focus. That's right.
No, we cannot.
There you go. Oop.
Yeah? Is that better?
We'll make that work.
All right, let's just see.
Or maybe look better out of focus anyway.
No, okay, you're focused. Focused enough. It just seemed like you were dark. I just thought I could fix it. Anyway, so enough of that little technical little technical time out there. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Modern Day Thrive. I am your host, Dean Baker. I'm looking up at my camera, too. Things just aren't right, you know?
Just go
what are you going to do? Had to be the hurricane.
Yes.
So I am your host, Dean Baker. Welcome to Modern Day Thrive. This is the show where we talk about money. We talk about side hustle. We talk about multiple streams of income. We talk about small business, staying in business, keeping afloat, paying off your debt, tearing up your credit cards once and for all, becoming your own bank, all those wonderful things that...
all those things are on my mind, too.
That, and then so many more, Every week we all right, I'll back up a thing, because I made a little promo earlier today.
Yes, you did.
But you know what? I'm going to play it.
Do it.
I'm just going to premiere
I think it's pretty cool.
the promo here. So just kind of, if you're there, if you're out there, if you're watching, great. If not,
let us know what you think.
Yeah. So there was the promo I made today. What'd you think?
I like it.
Yeah?
I like it.
Okay, that premiered today. That is definitely something... I
think it's catchy. I think we can use that to hopefully drive some more traffic back to the show. I think people watch that because it's not long.
I started...
and it's moving.
I actually... That was a version of the edit that I was trying to work on months ago, and then I kind
Gotcha.
of dug in that template and said, let me just kind of repurpose some of this stuff. And,
Gotcha.
And it just kind of took on its own thing.
I think we should make that our intro. I really do.
Yeah. All right. I might take another look at it, but it seemed to
Got comments.
play good. Comments are good. We like comments.
Look
Already
at that.
comments?
Hi, how you doing, Naja?
Who's commenting? Oh, hey, Naja. Nice to have you aboard.
Did you see the new video that Dean just created?
Yeah.
Please tell me you did.
She probably just popped in.
I think
later.
she did.
I mean, I think we're kind of, I threw it out there a little early.
You
Kind
did.
of.
That's okay. We'll do it
the
again
bubble.
towards the end. I think we can. It's not long.
It's not long. So, but it went out on YouTube.
Thank you for the like.
And earlier. But yep, definitely thanks for the like. So, getting back to this, we've done 100 episodes,
Yeah.
over 100 episodes.
100.
Where I don't even have the exact number. We should actually start writing these down.
Yeah, we'll have
But
to go back and count them again.
it's been a hell of a journey. Mostly through the pandemic.
Yeah.
When people are ducking for cover, we're out there trying to fix things. We're trying to, fix. We started by fixing ourselves.
Yes.
Fixing our own. Fixing our credit, our debt, fixing our overhead,
Yeah, that's true. Naja, especially being a hot dog vendor, kind of hard to do that in the middle of a hurricane.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching Naja's posts about the weather and stuff like that, and boy, I do feel for your situation. That's, when you're out there trying to be a street vendor.
Yeah.
Basically, that's, you're a food vendor, and you're not alone. I'm sure the food vendors all over the state of Florida have been just going, what, another, yeah, I
was watching TV the other day, and I think it was New York. I could be wrong. They basically pulled all the street vendors.
Oh, yeah.
Something about licensing or something.
Really?
No, literally, they shut them all down.
In New York.
Yeah, I think it was New York. I'd have to look back, but I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. You think they'd kind of work with them to get whatever it is they need to get, but they literally were like, nope, sorry, you can't operate.
Maybe there was some corruption with the licensing, because why else would you do that?
I don't know. I can't
why
think
else
of a
would
reason
you
that would
do
make
that?
sense.
Maybe somebody was out there just kind of, rubber stamping, everybody who wanted. Well, that's, it's been an interesting couple of days. What's this, Maria? Oh, Naja's saying it sucks. I agree, Naja. It does suck. The weather sucks. In fact, I come into the studio and one of my ceiling tiles is down.
Right next to where we are.
Right next. And I have a drip about few inches right here. There's a drip every few minutes. So I get to brand new ceiling tiles put up because I had inspections this week.
Yeah.
And yet, here we go. A new leak. So just fun. Just love the Florida weather. And this whole, after the fact, a November hurricane.
Yeah.
Which,
kinda
barely
rare,
made it to a hurricane status, but tropical storm, I guess, whatever. But everybody was... Maria, cancel my subscription. I didn't know you had one.
Yeah, if you figure out how to do it, let us know so we can all cancel it.
Maybe you're sharing. Did you give somebody your username and password to your subscription? Maybe that's what happened. Maybe you shared your password like Netflix.
And they keep turning it on.
And you know what? They said, "I'll fix you." Then So don't share your subscription if you belong to the Hurricane of the Month Club. Do not share your username and password. So just in case you thought, because you're ruining it for the rest of us. We're all going to pay dearly for that. Anyone, have you seen that?
Right. And Naja was saying she has a leak, so she's got 2 buckets in her living room.
2 buckets. It's a 2-bucket living room.
Yeah.
I'm only a 1-bucket living room, but okay. Well, you're 2 buckets, so you should be on the fast track list to get a new roof.
Yeah.
You're up to 2 buckets now. So, someone likes this 8 p.m. Yeah, we like the 8 p.m. as well. Although the place we're here technically closes at 7, so we're kind of in here
illegally.
Incognito. So and if you hear some noise going by us, we hear the Zamboni is running tonight. So That's the floor cleaner at the outside the store here. So the studio. So you'll hear a Zamboni going by, and there's just activity going on out there. But technically, the facility here closes at 7.
I was surprised they were open. It looked like they closed early here.
You know what?
Or
The
didn't even open.
The lights were out, but yet the place was open.
Yeah. Maybe they were trying to give people the opportunity to open if they wanted to.
I don't know. I think they probably had to keep open just for us store owners.
Maybe.
To come in and look and make sure there were no damages. And of course, I've got a trash bucket behind me here that's full of ceiling tile, and thankfully it was only one ceiling tile. It seems to be a pretty controlled mess, but yeah, it didn't take much to clean up. So. Where is it again? Oh, the studio. The studio is at the West Oaks Mall. We've officially opened the doors this month, and it's kind of a soft opening because I just had my inspection. The fire marshal. Actually, the fire marshal's sub-marshals came. Okay, and they came in and they were so. They were so interested. They said, "Oh, podcast studio. We never get to walk through a podcast studio." And they were very happy to be here. And I'm going, "Oh, great. Oh, great." And then they go,
"Here's your
what's
list."
This? And then what's that? And then what's this? And I'm like, my heart sank. But they're very cool people. Yeah. They said, "Don't worry, we're not shutting you down."
Yeah, not yet.
Oh, don't say that. That's they're not shutting you down.
That's always prelude to.
Yeah. So Naja, it's where West Oaks Mall is about. I don't know, a couple miles west of Hiawassee. Or Kirkman, we're West Colonial. We're just on the other end of town. If you're on the east side, we're west side. We're west. I'm doing my gang signs now. We're west side. And someone called me at the beginning of the show, and then somebody's texting me, and I just want to make sure the world didn't explode outside. So zombies aren't walking the mall right now, so that's good. So where am I going?
You went off on a tangent and I lost you.
Yeah, well, it started with the weather. Yes, we had another...
Zelia Park. I used to live there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where I first lived, down there, Zelia Park.
Yeah, so it's Naja's fault. She keeps hijacking the show. Okay, yeah, so we're way west of you.
Yeah, we're getting back today. We've been off for a couple of weeks, so we can be casual today.
Well, last week I had a gig in South Florida. That's why we couldn't do the show. And you've been traveling, so we just kind of took a bit of a hiatus, cleared the heads, and so of course, we come back, and the first time I think in a couple of months that you've been back in the studio here. And of course, this week we get a hurricane, which everybody kind of shut down again.
Yeah.
The news is running 24 hours a day. The reporter, sloppy wet reporter,
hurricanes move 10 feet.
Standing in a puddle, going, and the rain is. Yeah, it's here.
Yeah.
It's really rainy, and and I'm going, yeah, we get that, go ahead, stamp your feet, make the water splash up a little bit, and they will find a puddle. If it stops raining, they'll find a puddle to start, and then they'll point. See that little that piece of lawn furniture? It's flipped over.
Yeah,
that's the big joke in Florida.
That used to be.
All right, damn it, I'm moving.
They kind of focused away from that pretty quickly to see how far the sea's coming up to this house. So they were standing right on the edge, and they were like, so look, the water's coming up here. There was definitely some damage for the guys on the coast. I mean, I really, but
I feel for them.
You kind of sign up for it, though.
You do.
You got to know that it's
if you're going to buy beachfront property, or within a block of beachfront property, and the ocean, and especially in Florida, let's just isolate that to Florida because most of
it's a sandbar.
Yeah, the entire state is a sandbar, but if you're going to buy beachfront property, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
You're all in. You're going, all right.
Sure it will.
You know.
And even that doesn't work anymore because insurance companies drop you.
Yeah. So, as Dean Baker, Channel Wish 2. What's that?
I've never tried doing
Dean
it from the
Baker
outside. Can you
Hey.
post pics from the outside, or are you only from the app?
I don't know why you couldn't, but
I've never tried.
I don't know. Why can't we post pics? I think you can. I just don't know how to tell you.
I don't either. We're looking at it from a different side, so.
There should be a chat in the chat feature. There should be a way. Okay, if she can't, she can't. Well, fine. Do it on. I don't know if you're watching it on YouTube or if you watch it on Facebook. In Facebook, there's a window. You should be able to in the chats. You should be able to post.
I would think so.
pics.
Yeah, it'll go to the feed. Yeah.
Yeah, it may not come into this particular stream, but feel free, post away.
So
wow, so many. So the weather just kind of threw a wrench into the plans, if anyone had plans. After that, it was my studio had to get I did get a final email. I had to do some fixing, and now I've got another fix with a down ceiling tile, and then I got an email like the very next day when they came in and said, "Look, well, we've approved you,
but tentative.
but we're gonna do another inspection after you make a couple of tweaks,
adjustments."
I'm like, great, not a problem. So I'm approved, and that's how that works. So studio's up. I'm official. I'm out.
What are you gonna do
I'm
if they
out of
tell you the curtains have to go? You're gonna have to come up with another plan, or
I'll figure something out.
Yeah,
I don't think they will.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, I don't think they will. So,
well, let's see.
So after that, big news in the Bitcoin world, in the crypto finance world.
Yes.
So tell me about what you think is big news.
Well, so I'm watching. Of course, I watch it every day because I get paid every day. So I want to see what's my stuff coming in and decide what to do with it from there. And I'm going. And I got my sister involved with it.
Right.
So, she's been investing in it, and she's kind of like my 15-year-old, and I'm teaching how to drive. It's like, well, can I go?
I'm so sorry.
I said, well, it's dipping down. I said, it's going to go back up. I didn't realize it was going to dip like it did. I didn't realize that was going on. I said, I would hold it for a little bit, let it dip back up, and then invest back in. But she's only got a little bit per week, so it's not like it would have made a huge difference. I'm trying to teach her how to handle it, And then I was on, well, I didn't realize it was going to dip like that, so I don't know. You may want to reinvest it and just deal with the extra money you're going to get from what you're putting in. But
what dipped? What did she get into that dipped?
It was BTC, Bitcoin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Bitcoin got hammered because there was, it's kind of news-based.
You mean she bought at 20 and now it's at 17?
Well, I went down to 15.
Okay.
But yeah, and then it's back up to 17 now.
Yeah.
But and it seems like it's kind of rising back up. So is it going to get back to that? I don't know. It may take a little while to shake out of this. So, and it was all based on one platform, which is kind of rare, I guess.
All right. So we're not talking about just buying Bitcoin. Buying Bitcoin, I would have said don't buy Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Not until you start seeing some positive gains over 20 grand.
Yeah.
Not until 20 becomes its new base. And then it starts hitting 20s, 25s, 30s.
Which I kind of thought it was doing there for a little while. I thought it was kind of getting there.
It might have hit 21 and then, but the bulk of this year, it's just been nothing.
Yeah.
All the cryptos have been,
all of them are like that. Yeah.
Just junk. And if this is everything's so low, this probably is a good time to buy it. But don't think about, that it dropped down 25% in the last 24 hours. Don't think about that. Think about, when it goes back up to 60 grand.
Yeah.
Or 100 grand or whatever. I don't know. It could be whatever a fantasy. It could, but that's not what really we're talking about. We use Bitcoin. I use Bitcoin to.
It's a vehicle to invest.
To make dividends, make interest bearing.
Mm-hmm.
I use it as more of an investment. Yeah. Let other people use that money that I send them and make money babies with it.
I keep mine for about a week these days. I don't usually keep it for more than a week because I want to, at the end of the week, I'm splitting it.
Yeah, you've been moving it out.
Oh, I have.
Unfortunately, I took a bit of a hit when that went down. It's lessened because it's crawled back up again, so I'm not too worried about it. But so those the multiple streams of income, that's kind of what we're talking about. We're not talking about, I got into Coinbase and the trying to flip coins, and that's just
can be aggravating.
It can be. I get upset now when I look at Coinbase because I just look at it and I see my accounts and I go, oh.
Yeah.
And I went back in just in memorabilia, just kind of looking at old photos.
Back in time.
I look at Coinbase like back in August last year, a year ago, August. Yeah. Okay. And I look and I go, I remember that day. That was a good day. Why didn't I sell on that day? And then it just all went, like 75% of that went away. And now here we are. But I just stopped looking at Coinbase. And Coinbase is, when it comes back up again, sure, I'll be in the money. I'll let it. I'm hoping Shiba, I'm still hoping, crossing my fingers, Shiba will do what we want it to do, which it does what Doge did.
Years, but I think it'll do it.
That's exactly it. So
and I'm good with that.
My 20 million Shibas could make a whole lot of, but I can't expect that to happen now.
No.
Because for it to move, right now, it would be an act of heaven and earth.
Oh, yeah.
For it to move 1 decimal point. That would drive me crazy.
It would be defying everyone else out there. So
I get Coinbase notifications multiple times a day. It says Shiba is up 10%. I go, yes! And then 10 minutes later, Shiba is down 11%. I'm like, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Or no, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Yeah, that sucks. Kind of like the weather, Naja. It sucks.
So how do you feel about Meta? I'm assuming you're talking about the Facebook platform Meta?
Yeah, let's just go with that.
So
she can
I don't know, they're laying off half their employees, so
that sucks. But maybe it was developers. Maybe these were like, okay,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, anything could have happened.
Would most of them be developers?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. There's, companies like that would hire if they need to get over a hump. Yeah. I mean, you just talked about their VR thing we talked about earlier tonight, and maybe it's like, well, I needed 200 developers just to get that product out the door.
Possibly.
Guess what? It's over. Goodbye. and so. Yeah. How many people did they lay off? 10%?
I forget the number now, but it was a good number. I think it may have been like 3,000 maybe.
Yeah.
Which
has got to be. So, all right, I'm just going to do
several companies here recently, and the names escape me, but that have been doing some pretty good layoffs.
Because if that was news, then Facebook Meta would have tried to explain what they were really,
it was definitely out there, but it was more from the people complaining.
Layoffs. So, Meta layoffs. 11,000 employees.
Oh, so Najee beat you to it.
Read Zuckerberg's letter. All right, so.
Yeah, I think it was an email. I don't know if it'll ever come back, to be honest, because I don't think it's ever actually taken off. All I've been reading about the metaverse is that it's just
ads,
not making money, and
Meta is laying out 13% of its staff, or more than 11,000 employees. So they've got 100,000 employees over, and yeah, that's a lot of people. Meta provided lukewarm guidance in late October for its upcoming fourth quarter earnings that spooked investors and caused its shares to sink nearly 20. So their profits dipped.
All it takes you is to spook something, just like FTX, which is.
And then they go, we need to cut back. Yeah. The company's costs and expenses jumped 19% year over year in the third quarter to $22 billion.
Polygon. Are you talking about a coin, Polygon?
Someone's talking about something?
Yeah, right. Najee was asking. I know there's a coin, a Poly coin, but I don't think it's spelled like that.
Oh, I don't even know if I want to know what he said. Yeah, we're not going to go there. But
I mean, it's not the only company right now that are starting to show signs of layoffs. I mean, Twitter's having the same issue, but I think it's for different reasons.
Naja, if you're talking Polygon, the crypto.
I don't have any currently, so I'm not real familiar with it.
I might even have some, but I got to tell you, I wouldn't spend more than $20 right now on any crypto, especially if you got things kind of, if everything's down, so it's probably a good time, but don't think you're going to flip it in a week.
I wouldn't buy any coin unless you can use it similar to how we're doing.
Right.
You can use it to buy into an investment.
Or something that pays a dividend.
Or something that pays a dividend.
Oh, all right. So let me jump into Coinbase. I want to show you something. This is something I just found this week. I don't want to show you my account so much, but I will show you. All right, let's go back in here a little bit. All right, so here's Coinbase. If you were really interested, we could do a Poly, Poly. I think that would be. Let me see if Poly shows up. Polygon, Matic. I'm guessing that's what she's talking about. It's a $1.12.
I would say so, yeah.
And let me just jump in and see what it's doing. Let's look at a month. All right, so it is growing. Poly is growing. It was at less than $1. It was at 80 cents a month ago. It is at $1.20. No one's going to retire early on this.
No.
All right. In fact, look at it. What it did just in the last day. No, let's just go back to a week. I mean, it's everything in the coin world is so temperamental.
Yeah.
And as far as I can tell you on Poly,
huge waves.
Yeah. They're not interest bearing, so you're not going to collect any interest just owning the coin. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if you can. Thing about it is, it has the ability. It's got a bottom of the 70s, 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably when I'd buy. I wouldn't buy it now. I'd buy it when it dips again, maybe. Yeah. But you're not going to retire on this thing. It's the coins are more. Think of them like stocks, long-term investments.
Mm-hmm.
If you bought in Bitcoin 10 years ago, you're doing really well now.
Yeah. No matter what.
Maybe buy Poly now and hold on to it for 5-6 years. You'll probably do incredibly well.
Mm-hmm.
But if you paid $20 for Poly, I gotta tell you, you're probably
only
maybe
going to grow so much.
Yeah. The growth isn't going to be. I mean, I don't think so. But again, it doesn't even bear interest. Oh, so let me show you something else. Do you know? Oh, I don't want to go into my assets here. Okay, do I want to go into my assets? Don't really, because it's really shameful. All right, so guess who I'm gonna look up my old friend.
Oh, Algorand.
You know what they did?
No.
Look at that, 5.75% APY.
Interesting.
They brought it back.
I wonder what the payment cycle is though.
And they're growing too. Look at that. Of course, I bought at $1 a year ago, so I'm still glad I'm out. But so yeah, a year ago. Let's see, I bought at $1 in last November.
Mm-hmm.
It was my dollar was worth $2, and I had like a couple thousand of them, and then I didn't realize. I thought, if it hit $2, it's got to go higher.
Well, because when we had it, it was paying good interest.
It was paying good interest,
and it was daily.
Yeah, and then what do? They kicked the interest to the curb,
and they switched it to quarterly.
Yeah, so now,
quarterly, though. I wonder what the payout is on it.
Let's see. Earning 5%. 5.75% annual rewards rate.
So
which may change over time. So it's annual. So you're collecting 5% a year,
Okay.
which whether they pay you every 6 months, pay you your interest, whatever, they're still paying you because they dropped it to less than 1%.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was worse than DAI coin, stable coins.
It was less than stable coin.
And then that's when I had to get out when my profits gutted. And so Algorand,
I'm not sure what they were thinking when they even tried to do that.
They literally they committed Harry Carey, I think. But look, here they are. Of course, it's this little dip here. That's just a year, but you go back in a week or a month. That's not a bad looking, growth rate. But still, boom. So. I'm going to talk about, I just wanted to show you that because I just popped in and saw that and I went, 5.75%, when did the hell they do that? But, so the other stuff was this thing that you were talking about, this
FTX?
FTX.
Yeah, so FTX is a platform.
Yep.
And, I fairly enjoyed the platform. It paid interest on all the coins I had over there. So I had a lot of coins just sitting there earning interest.
Yep.
But
what do you think you were pulling down in interest?
It's 8%.
8%.
But
nothing wrong with that.
It's such a the numbers are so
obviously
skewed,
a year,
so,
yearly 8% a year.
Yeah. But it was doing good. All my coins had grown over where I put them into it. But then, here comes the Bitcoin drop the other day was because of FTX.
Okay.
So the owner of FTX, for a better lack of terms, was over leveraged.
Okay.
They had a native coin, which was FTT, which is apparently FTX's coin. I've never used it before, so I didn't know much about it.
Okay.
And, I guess used some of those coins to pay people for probably investments that they were in, at the time. And someone that had one of those investments tried cashing it in and successfully cashed it in.
Right.
But when that happened, put a scare through the community, and then of course a bank run.
Okay.
So it literally impacted Bitcoin that bad.
So when did this happen? Just the last few days?
Yeah, it was the last few days. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
which is why we noticed Bitcoin today was down like just 15, 16,000.
I think it hit 15. Yesterday, I'm pretty
briefly,
sure it did,
it's like back up to almost 18 now.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
And I'm looking at it going, 347. That's not bad for FTX token
for the FTT. Yeah.
So, but if you go back a week, look what it was. Oops. It was before this look at this drop. This is crazy. Between the 7th and the 8th.
I mean, that's kind of like the bank run of 2000. All the different bank runs. That's what it would look like.
It's a Wonderful Life when everybody showed up and tried to get Jimmy Stewart to give them their money back, and he goes, "I don't have it. Mm-hmm. He's got it, and he's got it, and she's got it.
No, I need.
These
mine.
are all tied up in loans to somebody else. So basically, this coin went from living in the mid $20 range, and then somebody dropped like $1 billion worth, and then everybody just started selling.
Yeah. And literally, I think,
and now
you can see that.
It went from $22 in a couple of days down to less than $4.
So again, I don't know crazy. If it almost, it's not completely liquidated, but a lot of the articles I'm seeing are saying it's imminent that the platform is going to liquidate.
Yeah.
So I don't know who loses in that. I've got all my coin out.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's good.
I moved everything out.
So you're probably hoping you put another nail in their coffin just by saying, "I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out. Cash me out. Give me my money back."
Well, because I was paying into it every day because of the investment platforms we have. So I switched those.
Yeah.
So they'll go to Coinbase now, which I don't like using, but I mean it's not the end of the world. But now I got to look at their credit card to see what their credit card.
And that's
offers.
something new as well. And now Coinbase is offering a credit card. If you look over here on the left side, there's your assets, there's your trade, which is what I've been searching for these. I don't even know if you can actually. Not supported. FTX is not supported by Coinbase, but they do list everybody else's stuff. So
I think it was mainly on the Binance network. And the owner of Binance is who who owned that big chunk
and dumped all that and dumped it. I kind of think when you said that, it's like, somebody that with that kind of experience, having $1 billion worth of,
they would have to know.
They had to have known, if I dump this, it is going to screw your system up. People are going to panic.
Freak.
People are going to panic, and they're going to run to the bank.
Yeah.
Okay, with their in hand.
Sure.
Got my ATM card. Give me my money. And there's no, people panicked, and that's what he had to have known. It could have been a massive, colossal FU.
It would have been a gamble for sure to say there's a good likelihood that when I do this, that people are going to.
I'm surprised you could unload that much all at once.
I thought the same as you. It's a buy-sell environment.
Someone's got to buy it.
You're selling it. Someone's got to pick it up and say, I agree to buy it for that price.
Well, maybe the powers that be that kind of run the coin in the platform, maybe they have a buyback thing, and maybe that's what. If all of a sudden they have to buy back all that coin floating around.
And that may not have been the issue if step B didn't happen, where everyone else started freaking out.
They bought it back for $22, $23, and then everybody else kind of piled on top.
Yeah.
And they just couldn't, so their money went upside down. I think I believe this is probably what happened.
Yeah, I'm guessing
there was probably some sort of ego. I'll destroy you. You gave me my money. Maybe you didn't give me the money I wanted. I'll destroy you. Here's what I'll do, and watch this.
He just wanted his money.
Or maybe he just wanted his money. Whatever. But you know what? How do you not know?
Yeah. Or do you care?
Or do you care?
Maybe
you got out. You sold it. It's done.
Because this is someone that owns a platform. Goes, well, I'm the only one left. So guess what? You want to trade? You're coming to me.
Wow. So yeah. Seeing that is crazy, and that was a dead weight drop here.
Oh yeah.
That was a dead weight drop. It just kind of happened. It was done.
Well, because I think it put the platform in a struggle to be able to.
They must have bought them. If the platform just said, you know what, we'll buy them back, and then we'll.
I'm wondering maybe they didn't have a safeguard on it where they didn't figure anyone was going to have that amount to sell at one time.
Yeah, but if they paid the guy in that coin, but maybe they should have said you can't dole it out all at once. You can't just dump it on the market. Apparently that's not. Just any market. If you've got a massive percentage, and how many out of all the 954 million. 954 zero.
That's volume.
Oh, volume.
That's
okay.
Volume. Supply.
Circulating right supply 133.0
million. 38% of total supply, but of course, if this guy pulled back,
if he dumped them back into the market, that would have just The cap is 463, so he might have had a big. And at $20, you could probably do the math and said, if the guy had $1 billion worth of coin, then he probably had a serious percentage of the actual market for this coin. And if they bought it back, then they totally screwed up. Yeah. So that was
it's all over the news.
Miscalculation.
Basically saying, that. If you've got any coins in there, you may want to. And actually, when I logged into the website earlier, there was a big message across it that said trading has been halted.
Really?
They said withdrawals are staying live, but trading has been halted.
Wow.
So I guess they're trying to stop any further, damage that could happen there.
Okay.
And then I don't know if they have a way.
How do you recover from $3?
If they have a way to do that.
Yeah. How do you recover?
Considering his net worth going from $1 billion to God knows what, probably doesn't have the liquidity to try to recover from that. I mean,
right.
He basically Binance was going to buy him out, but they pulled back. I'm not sure why. I don't know what the details on why, but other than maybe they looked at it and said, "This is a bit of a this is going to put a strain on me now."
I figured I'd click on this one here. It's on the Earn button tab. It says get 4% APY and a $30 bonus with your Ethereum. After buying Ethereum, stake at least $100 and earn 10% bonus.
You're staking ETH too. Basically, is what you're doing. I had someone that did that, and he said it was growing nicely.
Ethereum is down.
Yeah.
I mean,
all of them are.
all of them are, but Ethereum seems to be more.
Ethereum.
Yeah.
I was trying to get into a couple of investments when I was away, and it ended up being the most frustrating thing in the world. I was trying to stake a particular coin.
Yeah.
And in order to do that, you had to pay certain fees.
Right.
Well, they used Ethereum as the base. I said, really, guys? I said, you can't pick a damn coin that's not so freaking heavily in fees. So he was like, well, it's only $3 of Ethereum in fees. Well, to get $3 of Ethereum into a platform, you have to send a minimum amount. So I got to put $20 in.
Right.
So I got to put $20 in, and then want to charge me $14 in fees. And I'm like,
that's crazy.
I'm not spending $20 to need $3 to lose 14 of it. It's like, I guess I'll make it up on the back end, but I said it's ridiculous.
So if you're still out there, Naja, I'm looking here, and of course it's listing the other coins that offer an interest-bearing kind of thing. And again, there was a time when I really wholeheartedly believed in Algorand.
Yeah.
I vested into it, and it wasn't until they started making change.
In the beginning, it was good.
And yeah, in the beginning, it was very profitable. Plus, it was earning interest on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but Cosmos, Tezos, DAI 0.15%, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's a stable coin, so it's not going to do much. But you know what?
But
I opened up my DAI account. The very first thing I did.
Mm-hmm.
Open it up for $20. It's now like worth $23. So I've made $3 in almost 2 years. Wonderful. I got that going for me.
There you
know. So, and then of course, where's their
credit card? You were telling me about that.
It was just here. I thought. Wait a second. There it is. So now Coinbase has a card, Visa debit.
Into crypto rewards. Interesting. I wonder if they'll let you spend your crypto though, because that looks like a Visa card that's giving you crypto rewards.
I don't know.
I'll look into that, but
it needs to be looked at. But you know what?
If I can't pull it out of my platform, it doesn't do me any good.
And then I'll hit the home button, and there's one other new thing that I found this week. Oh, it shows my balance. That's sad. It's a sad balance. Where is it? It's not here.
Look for it.
All right, so there was an actual thing here that said,
right there.
Where?
Battle of Crypto Titans ends. Binance. Oh, is that recent? Binance
November 8th.
FTX.
So
what's today? Today's the 10th.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the.
Binance acquires FTX.
I don't know if that's the prior or if that's him saying, "Hey, I'll buy it," and then just kidding. Because the last article I read said he pulled out, so I don't know if that's that may be old news.
Wait a minute, is the Sam Beckman guy?
Sam Beckman is the FTX, the guy that created FTX. The guy on the left is the owner of Binance. He's the one
that Changpeng.
He's the one that had the coin that he sold.
Wait a minute, wouldn't that be something if he got paid, dumped it, caused FTX to plummet, and now he can buy it, incredibly cheap? That would be crazy. So anyways, something recent I noticed, and it was probably when I logged out, that there it is, showing my balance again. Coinbase now has a NFT. Coinbase right. NFT.
Isn't it up at the top?
Yeah. So you'll see that on the main screen. That's where I was about to log in. And I go, what's this? And it was one of the tabs on the left side. And then I clicked on it, and it sent me to a new site called nft.coinbase.com/shop. So looks like, of course, signing in, you need to set up a wallet.
See, there's the problem I have right there.
Boom, boom, boom. Coinbase, MetaMask, Wallet Connect. Okay. What's the problem here? Where
it shows currency ETH or USD, which means you probably have to pay with all your fees with Ethereum, which gets expensive.
Well, yeah, but Ethereum is just, I don't know.
I just don't like Ethereum. I got a problem with it.
So one thing I noticed about a lot of these NFTs, people like apes.
I was about to say.
Lady Apes, Airship Boring Ape Club, Supreme Kong. I mean, it just seems like 80% of all the NFTs on here are ape related. And if you scroll, Skull Ape. Oh, look, ape smoking something.
So yeah, these are NFTs that you can buy, and see, I got a little buy button, and it shows like the crypto number.
Okay, so if I bought that right now, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. It's trying to actually get you to buy it.
It usually will tell me what. Maybe I was doing that when I was already logged in. I logged in. I can't log in now because I've got to load too much in. But so basically, this number is not $1.62, but it's 1.62 Ethereum. So that's going to be probably a $2,000 plus purchase. So what I'm looking at is some of these coins that is 0.78. So that would be like 78% of current value of Ethereum, which would probably be like
$70.
No, probably be like
$700.
Probably be more like 1,200 or something like that. And so I'm looking at these, and the more zeros I see, the better off. 0.021. So that's 2 cents on the dollar.
Yeah, there's 0.005.
So you can actually buy coins, buy NFTs, fairly cheap, or you can also mint.
Create your own. You can mint them.
So I went to the Coinbase help, and minting NFT creators. As a creator, you can now build and deploy an NFT collection on Coinbase NFT with tools to mint on the blockchain to all users. Minting on Coinbase provides you with the following benefits: creator-owner contracts. You own the smart contract. Still a little foggy on some of these things, but Coinbase by far has explained it the best, or at least the best up until now. Coinbase will manage the end-to-end process, including contract deployment, posting your images, and metadata to decentralized storage. Okay.
Basically put it on the blockchain.
Yeah. So the other thing, too, is as an NFT, NFTs aren't just JPEGs. They can be JPEGs, but they can also be video clips.
Correct. Yes.
I've seen some animation, just little, I don't know, just little animations, BMPs, GIFs, animated GIFs.
Yeah.
I've seen stuff in here that was like, oh, it's an animated GIF,
I've
and
seen
they
some
will
really cool NFTs that have been done. I don't know if you've seen them or not, but sometimes you end up on where you see the bitmap of the NFT. And then they start expanding it. And it basically becomes, although it looks like a legible picture, as they start expanding it, it's scenes inside of scenes. It's really wild.
Okay.
And they keep expanding it out, and it literally becomes like a whole new world inside of that one picture. It's pretty cool. I'll send you a picture when I see one.
Okay.
I want to see. It's really neat how they do it. It's amazing. Actually,
I thought I'd be closer to actually starting an NFT, and then I got held up. I got held up on the wallet part now. So, and now I've made it a couple steps past the wallet, and now I have to add. I think I got a drip. I have to. Yeah, if the roof comes tumbling down, it's fine. It's okay. It said I have to add gas.
That's Ethereum.
So that's what they want you to. I have to actually fill the wallet with Ethereum, and then boom. Yes. So, and I'll probably do that. I'll probably just convert some of my something else.
You could, yeah.
And convert it over into Ethereum, and then I could load that wallet up, and if I want to buy, mint an NFT or buy an NFT, I can do that here. Well, here it is, right here in front of me.
Convert it.
Yeah.
And then you have to transfer it to the Coinbase wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it says create a collection first. What you want to do is you want to, I guess, once you're signed in, which I'm not signed in here because then, it's
Collections are a little bit different than just an NFT. Like you could have your stupid monkey head.
Yeah.
With 1,000 different combinations.
Stupid monkey head collection.
Yeah, there's probably one called that. One could have a gold earring, and they score them. Yeah. They score them based on uniqueness, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I still don't know. It looks like
so
NFT
it says
kind of dropped off the map. I don't hear a lot about them anymore. They're still out here. They're still
right.
People still doing them. You just don't hear the buzz. I don't hear the buzz that we were 9 months ago.
What I'm seeing now versus that NFTs are a lot less expensive than they were 9 months ago,
probably
which means they're
that.
not so elite anymore.
Yeah.
Which means Snoop Dogg decided, I'm tired of that. You know, I spent a lot of money.
He still spent his money.
You know, but even still, I
no
just,
refunds.
Yeah, but so create a new collection, which is almost like just creating a folder.
Yeah.
All right, you created a folder, give it a name, and now
drop a bunch of images in it.
Yeah, and you create some. So add your content, upload your content along with descriptions and attributes. So that's the metadata.
Apparently, they have software packages that'll do the. You give it the one copy, and it'll do the multiple ones, all unique, automatically.
So it looks like you can add your social media here once you've created some NFTs. I think you can mint an NFT for maybe just a few dollars.
Yeah, it's not that expensive.
It's really not. But what a lot of people are doing is minting 10,000 NFTs.
Yeah,
because they want instantly a big catalog.
Well, but I think if you do it as part of like that type of a process, you get charged a one fee, I believe,
as opposed to 10,000 fees.
I believe.
Yeah, and that can be absolutely the case. So it makes sense for you to do them all at once. So this is incredibly new for Coinbase. I just stumbled upon it because I rarely get into Coinbase anymore because it pisses me off because every time I see my balance. But I think so I think maybe I would put $100 over in Ethereum in that wallet and go, all right, let's see what happens, and maybe mint some NFTs. What you reading?
Maria saying she loves people with cat pictures.
You should. She's got a cat.
Yeah.
She's got pictures of that cat, and that cat could have his
own NFT.
Yeah. Kitty NFT.
Well, once we get this figured out, we do have the one that we want to convert to an NFT anyway of my daughter's picture.
Actually, we can create a dozen, just change the coloring around or put a...
About that.
It shouldn't just be one image. It should be a collection.
Create a collection.
It should be,
Well, that just extended the time frame a little.
No, really, it's more about getting to the.
This is not my type of world.
I know.
This is your type of world.
Well, that's that.
Me and Photoshop
creating the graphics is not a big deal. Really, it's not.
Have you ever seen me inside of Photoshop?
No, and I've tried to teach you, but it
doesn't click.
It's like you trying to teach your 15-year-old how to drive. So. Didn't register. Too many distractions.
Yeah. Too busy
yes,
cool.
Definitely do cat picture NFTs. So you could have lounge kitty. All the things your kitty does.
So maybe we can try to get that figured out, and then we'll be able to post something and show everybody.
Yeah. So I just got to get the
I like her piece.
wallet.
I think I like her piece.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
It's great. So. Anyways, big changes with Coinbase, and of course, from Algorand re-implementing their interest and
do it again?
Bastards. No, I'm not. No. I fool me once, fool me twice, fool me three times, whatever. And no, I'm in a better ground right now. Okay, so big news on the Facebook. Traders, Austin Trading, and they're a little bit more easy to get a hold of because now we're using WhatsApp to get a hold of them.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling a little more warm and fuzzy.
Yeah, because Facebook kept. I don't
Facebook
think it was them.
just.
I think it was Facebook that was doing it.
Yeah, I think so. Basically, if you didn't know, we work with these Facebook trading groups, and they trade in Forex, and they pay us an amazing amount of interest weekly, 10% a week, some more.
But
about
372 a day now. So.
And our biggest concern was when we re-up, we like to have some sort of kind of what
receipt.
Well, not just a receipt, just some response.
Yeah. Are you
that
there?
said, I got you. Here's your New Balance.
Mm-hmm.
Start making money tomorrow on it. And that's what I missed seeing because, and it's kind of held me back from reinvesting. And I've got a nice chunk of money, and before Bitcoin drops anymore, I need to get it out of there. But I want to get that up and try and make my weekly dividends bigger. I'd like to double that.
Absolutely.
And get me closer to you. Getting what you're getting.
Why not, right?
And I'm doing it with their money.
Yeah.
So my initial investment, okay, I've already made that back, but instead of claiming that, putting that back into my whatever other account, I'm going to double down.
Yeah.
And let that grow more. It'll pay me that back twice as fast.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
It'll, so in a month, I'll get that money back. And then I'll be back to breaking even. Then at that point, I think then I'm just going to ride it out and just collect some money on it.
Sure.
It
anyway. Becomes substantial. I mean, I bring in $1,800 a week, so you figure 10 weeks, I got a decent...
10 weeks, 18,000. Anybody that can make that kind of money in 10 weeks
for doing nothing.
18 grand in 10 weeks. Yeah, you want.
I mean, I had to put the money in. But that's about it. That was a one-time deal.
And you've got that split across two different, completely different guys, traders. And how do we find more? Because I want to split. Split the,
Well, so Greenfield was the one we were talking about right before we went on. That's Greenfield Trading.
Yeah.
And the next, it may not be this week, but it may be the following week will be my 4th week.
Okay.
So what it is, it runs for 4 weeks and then it stops. You have to decide
what to do.
What do you want to do?
Okay.
I'm going to do a full withdrawal. I've been doing weekly withdrawals.
Okay.
But I want to do a full withdrawal.
All right.
I'll put it right back in.
Yeah.
But I just want to see the process go through.
That'd be like, oh, damn it. He's just screwing around.
It's $500. It's not like, but I want to do a full withdrawal. I want to make sure there's no issues. I've been pulling out like 50 a week.
Yeah.
I get 200 a week, 200 a month out of that particular one. That's not even including the Austin ones. So I'm at additional 200 with that one. I'll beef it up as long as I'm feeling comfortable. I do a full withdrawal, no problems. I'll probably put 700 back in, let that run for 4 weeks. Do the same thing, I may not pull it all out after that, but after the 4th week, I'll have money ready, and I'll just drop it on it.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't mind getting that one to at least 1,000.
Do I need to ask about KeyX Trade?
I still need to work out with them. I'm not sure where they're at yet.
Yeah, you think are they getting difficult to get a hold of them?
This is the part of why I'm pulling the 500 out of this one.
Yeah.
Because, you want
to make sure you've...
All during the beginning, all the small, minute withdrawals were good, and then all of a sudden they kind of get a little weird. So I'm like, all right, what's going on?
So KeyX might...
Nothing. Yeah. So, it may be one that stings me, but hopefully it won't.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't.
All right, well, I won't even ask you about that other trader.
No, I haven't even gotten back to that one.
Yeah, well.
But, it was a $300 loss. You know, again, that's I don't mind going in somewhere at 300 knowing that I'm testing some waters.
Yeah.
I'd prefer to minimize those.
You got to figure it out sometimes.
Yeah.
And you can't.
Well, because
that's
the outside
that's as little dirty as you're going to get.
Yeah, the outside looks sufficient. I can't find any, red herrings that I'm worrying about. I'll risk the 300. Good
thing is it didn't take long to figure it out.
Correct. Yes.
And if someone, and I still have friends that tell me every time I start talking about this to somebody that I'm pulling down 10% a week on an investment, and they're going, it sounds fake to me. It sounds like a scam. I'm like, yeah, but at some point,
I made 3 times my money.
At some point you go, well, what do how. You let me know when you think I've been scammed, when my money's doubled or tripled or whatever. So you just let me know that.
I have a guy at work that's been watching me ever since I put it in. He won't do it. He won't do it. And
it's fine.
And I'm
It's
just
okay.
And I'm like, I'm not trying to convince you on any of them. I just tell you what I'm doing. If you want to take a look at it, take a look at it. I said, I don't really chase people for the commissions. I don't.
Yeah.
They come along with it, but I don't.
Invite somebody in, invite a friend, and they got to understand that go ahead and risk $500 or $300. You got to risk sometimes, you know. And if you bought any kind of crypto, that you understand risk.
Yeah.
If you bought
any stock,
you buy a stock and you think you're going to walk in and out and flip something, risk. Home flipping,
that way.
Home flipping can be a risk.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because you can't see what's underneath your house, inside the walls. When you buy a house, you don't know.
And $50,000, I'll be in and out. And
I'll be in and out. I'll double my money. I'll get in, and all of a sudden, everything kind of. It's kind of like, buying a used car.
Yeah.
You really aren't going to get the honest to God.
Engine looks clean.
It looks really clean for its age. Yeah. Oh, yeah, someone cleaned it. You paid a kid $100 to clean it. Now I'm paying you a lot of money.
That's correct. But for $2 billion, I had to put some money in.
Did you?
I did.
How'd you do?
Didn't do shit.
Oh, I thought about it, then I forgot. So,
because even when it went down, it's what, 20 million, I think, still.
Yeah.
So I'll put a couple bucks in. I don't mind doing that.
I think the payout was, was like $1 billion payout.
Well, yeah, it would be pretty much cut in half right off.
Right off the.
And one person won it.
Right.
It only takes one ticket.
Yeah. And then go ahead and.
It's got to be the right one ticket.
Yeah. So that all works out great. Other events this week. While we're dealing with a hurricane, we had an election. Of course, everyone had an election, but Florida was the red landslide. Big red.
It had one of the biggest numbers just in general.
Oh, everyone talked Florida about. It seemed like but you know what? What I want to talk about is the advertising. The advertising was literally. It was
nonstop.
It was nonstop. I watch Hulu, which is fraught with advertising, and then I watch Pluto TV, which again fraught with advertising. You wouldn't believe how many red commercials.
Yeah,
and it and of course they're talking about how much money they spent in Florida to get their elections through,
and they all of them spent.
It was like amount. I think it was like. 7-1 red against, Republicans against Democrats. And Democrats just said,
it was reversed.
We're not doing it. We're not spending money because we're not going to win.
Yeah.
But on top of all that, there was an ad that followed almost every governor commercial.
Mm-hmm.
And the only commercials you saw was why the existing governor is the best thing since sliced bread, and the previous governor is the spawn of Satan.
Who was the previous one? I can't remember.
Well, basically Charlie Crist used to be a governor. Okay, so they spent more money. They spent so much money propping up their candidate and just as much money slamming the opposition, and the Democrats had no response to it. But I'm not even concerned with that. What I'm concerned with is the fact that every time you saw one of those commercials, there was a commercial saying that if you don't vote, your friends and family will know.
Really?
It becomes public, not who you vote for, but that you voted.
Huh.
It is now public record, and I'm going to do that lookup. And every commercial I caught for the last week has been this commercial, and it was not followed by who. It was not slated left or right. It was about, I want you to know that everyone's watching you. We've got our eyes on you, and if you don't vote, we will know. That was basically the message, that your friends and family can look you up if you don't vote.
Let me know if you see that.
What do you mean?
I'm just curious.
Oh, I've seen that same commercial 1,000 times in the last
have
week.
You found it online where you can go?
Oh, I'm sure I could find it again, but it was literally, it was all nice in a very happy way. It says, it's not who voting who you vote for is not made for public consumption.
You can look it up. She probably knows the link too.
Yeah. So, but it's that you vote.
Yeah.
So now what are we doing? We just opened up a door for vote bullying.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
I mean, what other reason could you have for that? Of course, if somebody wanted to get up on their platform and say how horrible our government is and go, then they could look at you and go, you don't even vote. Because now it's public record. But more so, it just becomes that thing where now you can be bullied because you choose not to vote.
Interesting.
Or maybe you just didn't, or you don't. Who I don't care. If you don't want to vote, great, don't vote.
Yeah, that's your choice.
But for that to be easily public record, so that you could use that against your friends and enemies and say, oh, you don't vote. Now it's something I can put out in social media and bully you for not voting.
Yeah.
I think that's a horrible thing. I think it's probably as close to the end of civilization as possible for someone to just say, hey, did you know we can do this? We can look you up. And now we're letting everyone know you can look up your friends.
I mean, they track all kinds of stuff. So we probably don't even know.
Well, I mean, there is
not that I'm agreeing with it either, but I mean, I just
but I gotta tell you, that was just for me. It was my jaw just hit the floor the first time I saw it, and I go, "Oh my God, you're kidding me!" The fact that anybody can just look up, and saying, "Oh, he doesn't vote."
Yeah.
I'm going to make them feel bad.
They certainly could.
It's ammunition. That's what we're doing. We're pointing out, we're arguing, we're yelling, we're screaming at, the top of our lungs against candidates we know really nothing about just because we were fed some sort of rhetoric. And then now we go, all right, more ammunition. No, you've just given me more bullets. Now I can go and find out who's not voting of everyone I know and make them feel bad for it. Hey, all right, the tell-all.
Well, did you hear? I saw this today because I had the news on while I was working from home, just trying to get all the updates on where they are with the stuff that's still being worked through.
Specifically, what?
Well, so there's still polls that are still counting. I'm like trying to, counting. And I'm just like, it'd be nice to see an update on where they're at, but all of them are, they're probably days out. But they said in Pennsylvania, they elected a guy on a landslide. He died a month ago.
Oh, man. A dead guy won.
And they elected
dead guy wins. Love it.
Landslide.
A dead guy won by landslide.
A landslide.
That's got to say some horrible things about the opponent who lost.
Well, not only that, I'm just thinking, some of the stories.
Does he win by default?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, well, wouldn't it be like
second place?
2 sport teams, two sport teams. The other sport team doesn't have 8 players. You forfeited, we win. We don't even have to play.
You forfeit, you win. Or the gold winner, the gold medal winner just got tested for drugs, so now our silver medal is now the gold medal.
But they were some people were popping on Twitter and they were writing about it, and some of the stuff they were writing was just absolutely funny. But I'm like, they were like, well, it was too late for us to change the ballot. I'm like, he's dead. I don't think it matters, does it?
Dead. A dead guy. I didn't see that.
I can't remember his name now. I'll have to find it. But
that's worth a browse.
It is an article that was out there. But yeah, actually, hang on. I think I got it on my phone.
Hang on. I can share it real quick.
So yeah,
dead guy.
So they said, well, he
elected. Democrat reelected by a landslide in Pennsylvania, even though he's dead.
Yeah, there you go.
This is the Guardian. I don't know if I even need to kind of.
Yeah. So
is this a viable?
I'm pretty sure it's legit because it was on the news. well.
You know.
Well, I mean, that's multiple sources. I found it online.
On the news, and it's online.
So I don't know.
Democrat reelected by a landslide in Pennsylvania, even though he's dead.
I'm just like, oh my God. And they were like, well, you know, it was too late to change. I'm like, really?
Died in October after.
That's not an excuse.
Feel bad for his family, but they should feel pretty good that even on his passing, he still
there he
gets
is.
elected.
Anthony DeLuca. That was him.
Yeah. Wow. That's
a month ago.
Crazy, you know.
I'm just like, wow.
How did that not get out? I mean,
so it gets back to what you're saying. You know, we're voting for people we don't know anything about. They're just checking boxes probably because he was either Republican or Democrat.
I don't know. You know,
just check the box.
You know, who was the Max Frost? You know, youngest ever.
I heard about that.
Elected
25 or something.
25
right?
years old. You know, Max Frost.
Yeah.
I mean, sounds like, I think that was the guy. He was a bad guy in Batman, the original Batman movie with Michael Keaton. Frost, I think I remember. But anyway, so yeah, it sounds like, you know, what a great name, and we look forward to some good things from him. But yeah, I feel so bad that, you know, that I feel bad for the opposition too, you know, but do you re-vote? It was a landslide, so people really didn't want the other guy.
What they said was, we'll be having a special election soon.
Okay, wow. If I were the other guy, I'd be like, wait a minute. We had a special election.
Yeah.
I came in second. I win by default.
I would think so. I mean, you presented two people. One of them was a no-show.
Damn, no-show.
Wasn't his fault, but
somebody call him to give my what was the speech the one candidate gives the other when they're, you know, when they're about to like wait. Yeah,
that's crazy.
That
was probably
tops off the show.
That was the craziest of all.
I don't want to push any platforms here, right, left, whatever.
No.
It's just I see things, especially with my background in advertising, and I thought it was shameful about the slam campaigns, and I don't think the Democrats did nearly as much.
They were on both sides.
Slam back. Everybody did, but man, the gloves were off, and it's just, you know, it's just completely. I think it's unnecessary.
Well,
you know,
and most of them
and the other thing
legit.
The other thing too is, I think I said this last time. It's like I don't hear once after a big slam. This is whomever candidate, and I approve this message.
No,
you don't even hear that anymore.
I didn't hear that on
You don't
any of
even
them.
hear it anymore.
Nope.
They don't even approve the messages because those days are over, I guess. And they're always done by some party to reelect blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And but you'd think they'd even get the endorsement of the candidate. No, gloves are off.
Yeah.
And when you say some really outlandish things on both sides of the fence,
they were all over the place.
You know, you say outlandish things. Shameful. I gotta tell you, you know, we gotta.
So
we gotta rise
all
above.
ads are by packs. That makes sense because that's what I remember.
But
reading.
even still, years ago, it used to be, this is whomever, and I approve this message.
Yeah, no.
You know, if you can't even get your own candidate to kind of stand behind it,
no,
then you know
by the funders now.
Then you know this is going to be an attack.
Yeah.
You know, I love the pictures they showed of Charlie Crist. He looks he looks scary. I mean, you got to know that if you're in the public eye getting 1,000 pictures a month taken of you, and you do some weird, here, I'll give one to the.
Yeah.
You know, so if I ever run for office, somebody can go back to that video, snap a shot of, and said, Dean Baker's scary.
That was probably the one they used.
Erase that.
Yeah, that's probably the one they used on the monsters under the bed.
I mean, they just found some really scary stuff that seemed like he was out there just twisting his evil mustache, and he was like, ooh, I'm going to, you know, he's got the Dr. Evil kind of kind of thing. You know, I mean, they just could have, you know, it was too easy. It was just fish in a barrel. But anyways.
I'm glad my mailbox has stopped filling up with all that garbage.
Oh, my God.
It was amazing.
If anything, you know what? We should be at a time now. I mean, granted, all those printing companies are out there going, yes.
Yeah.
And Hulu's probably going, oh, we've got so much advertising that we're making all kinds of money. Yes. But we just kind of really dumbed down, you know. We filled up the landfill. The landfill is this much higher now because of all that political. Just wait till the signs come down and the signs go in the trash.
Yeah. And that's a shame. You go by one voting place and there would be 70, 80 signs.
Of one
10
thing.
or 15 of the same person.
Yeah.
They're like, you know, different candidates. But I'm just like, I didn't get the first one that had your name on it.
So, Maria, in case you want to look up, yes, I did vote. I had my little sticker. It's at home. I took it off. I
Tell me when you find it.
I spilled something on it, and it just, you know. But I did vote. So, and I approve this message. I approve this message. Anyways, that's it. We're over an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, an hour and 15 minutes. But we had to wrap up, you know, on a fun note. And now we get forward to a couple years of more. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. We're just going to have more. Make a note.
It's like ping pong.
It's not. It's like ping pong if you played ping pong with a live grenade. If you play ping pong with a live grenade, that's what it's like.
I detonated on your side.
Boom. Oh, yeah? Well, boom. It's just, you know. Makes you not want to watch TV anyways. So that's it. That's all I got. Let's get this share thing off
Have
here.
A good night, all.
I feel bad for the person's family that lost their husband, father, whatever, ran for office, and he won.
But he won.
You know.
Give him a sticker for that.
Yeah. No, that's not even funny. But we're going to pay for that. Maria's going to make notes of all these little things, and she's going to just throw that back at us, and before you know it.
I didn't put it on the news.
So I will buy you off with cat NFTs of your cat.
Yeah, there you go.
Send me every picture of your cat, and I'll make an NFT. So that's it. That's what I got. Please, we didn't say this in the beginning, but
I put it up.
You did?
I did.
I
did.
Like, follow, share. Like, follow, share. Please like, follow, and share. This is why we do this. Because you deserve it. And into your dossiers. Okay. It's not one of those words I read too often. I hear the word, but I don't read it, so it's kind of throwing a left curve at me. I guess my English doesn't quite work right now. So, hey, that's all we got for tonight. Again, I am Dean. This is George. We are Modern Day Thrive. Please come back next week. We're going to try and be here.
Permanent record. Gotcha.
Permanent record.
Have a good night, all.
Good night, everyone. And I'm going to find that graphic now. Damn it. Where is it? Okay. Goodbye.
Play the video again.
Yeah. You should probably mute us now so we can get out of this. Goodbye.